Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to Artful Manifesting. Thank you for all the likes, comments, and shares. It does make me so happy to see those, and I do read all the comments, so thank you so much. And to show my appreciation, I will be giving away a free personalized tarot reading. All you have to do to qualify is like this video, subscribe to this channel if you haven't already, and type full moon in the comments below. I'll be announcing the winner on the next full moon, which is March 25th. All right, let's get started. This is a pick a card reading. It's a generalized reading, so take what resonates. If there's something specific that doesn't resonate, perhaps it was meant for someone else. Leave what doesn't resonate for others. It's for all zodiac signs, and anytime you come upon this reading is when you are meant to hear it. I do invite you to connect to your own guides at this time as I connect to mine. Ask them for assistance in interpreting the sounds that you hear, the images that you see, and the message that I share. All right, we have Whale Spirit, trust the great mystery, and Snake Spirit, time to heal, and Buffalo Spirit, the abundant universe will provide. All right, and to help you choose, if you don't already know which you're most drawn to, I'm going to be drawing a witch rune for each pile. So for the first pile, we have the Scythe. And for the second pile, we have Crossroads. For the third pile, we have Romance. So let your intuition be your guide. If you are into numbers, numerology, Whale Spirit is 65, Snake Spirit is 55, and Buffalo Spirit is number 10. Whichever one you're most drawn to is probably the one meant for you. Of course, you're always welcome to listen to 2 or all the readings, as they may shed light on different areas of your life, or they may give you a different perspective or more clarification on the same situation. You'll find a link to the reading in the description box below. Hello, pile number 1. Welcome to your reading. You chose the card Whale Spirit, trust the great mystery. And what you're being asked with this card is to accept without trying to intellectually understand something. Some things can't be known by the mind, only experienced through the heart, through intuition, and through the peripheral senses that are part of the invisible veils separating the visible world from the spirit realm where our consciousness resides. So trust the process of co-creation. You also chose the rune of the Scythe, which is about changes. So those 2 energies already go together, but let's see if we can find out what these changes are so you know what to expect. I do put the names of all the cards that I use in the description box below if that's something you're interested in. We have the Fox and Ivy, adaptability. That makes perfect sense. Wow. I love how the cards just all match up. The Porcupine and Anemone, boundaries. Anemone, I think that's how you say it. I always think of a sea anemone, but this is a flower, anemone. All right, let's draw some more. What is pile number 1 meant to know at this time right now? Preserve, security, forethought, thrift. And so, planning, setting intentions, optimism. All right, let's draw some tarot cards so we can get some more information. What is... Oh, let's see if that's for... Yep, wow, that is amazing. Okay, let's just do this. Those 4 wanted to come out. All right, we have Page of Wands. And 6 of Chalices. The Moon. Also Mystery. And 8 of Wands. So I did hear a rooster crow as I was thinking fast-moving energy. This could be a change that happens very quickly, or it could be that whatever situation it creates, you'll see the benefit of it very soon after. All right, the Page of Wands is about starting something new, possibly in a career, whether it's a new job or a new responsibility. It's the beginning of something, new ideas, something that you're passionate about, possibly, with it being the Wands. We do see here that he is putting a boundary around him. He's casting a spell of protection. And I use the word boundary because we have the porcupine boundaries down here. And that is appearing below the 6 of Chalices. So it seems like you're beginning something new. And there is also a message, getting information, receiving a new message or receiving new information. And beneath it, we have adaptability with the Fox and Ivy, being adaptable to the situation. So perhaps you were expecting one thing and then you get news of something else. And so you feel like you have to be adaptable to the situation. Foxes are very clever, and sometimes they are portrayed as tricksters. So there is a message of being careful because we also have the Moon. The 6 of Chalices is about nostalgia and either you revisiting the past or someone from the past calling on you. And in any case, there is a message of caution with that. With the fox and the moon and the porcupine, there is a message of being cautious about a returning energy, whether it's in the form of a person or you looking back at things. Sometimes we remember things better than they actually were because we were younger when we experienced them, and our more mature self wouldn't experience that situation in the same way. And with the scythe, not only is it about change, it's about making final decisions, completing tasks, walking away from something or someone. So I see that whatever this returning energy is from the past, that you're going to walk away from it. With the moon, again, there is that same kind of message. We see the reflection of the moon in the pond, which can be deceptive. It's not the real thing. Whereas looking up into the sky at the moon, you're looking at the actual moon. And so you're being asked not only to reflect and to explore, to uncover any kind of hidden truths and understand what your subconscious mind may be telling you, but to also look for the real thing instead of a reflection of that thing. Of course, the moon also speaks of cycles, and the time of this reading is the quarter moon, the day after the quarter moon. And so we have the new moon coming up in about 7 days. With the card Preserve, Security, Forethought, Thrift, it's again that idea of being cautious, not necessarily with money, although it could be. I don't see any pentacles in this reading. It's more with your time and energy, your resources. So again, this energy that's returning from the past, whether it's a person or your own nostalgia, there's a message of not putting too much of your own resources from yourself, your thoughts, your time, your energy, your emotions into that, and to move away from that. Set a boundary between the past, the present, and the future, and move forward. Preserve your own energy for other endeavors. The Eight of Wands is also a card of messages. You have 2 cards of messages. So it could be that you receive one message and maybe you feel disappointed, but you're being asked to not really act, to reflect, to wait, because something's going to be revealed. And then the very next card is the Eight of Wands. And the Eight of Wands is a good card as far as your career goes. It's news that's coming very soon. It could be that maybe here you were sending out applications or applying for a job, or you got interviewed, and then maybe a whole week goes by and you start to think, oh, I'm not going to get it because based on past experience, I didn't get it. And that's what you need to cut away, is that kind of thought process, because the Eight of Wands is making sudden progress on an endeavor. It's an unexpected breakthrough, an advancement coming. So it could be either you apply for something, interview for something here, you haven't heard and you're worried, and then you get it, or maybe somebody else calls you and that job turns out to be even better. Maybe you put out multiple resumes to different places and you interviewed for one, didn't hear anything, but then, in a week's time, you get another call. And it may not be a week, it could be less. So that's just what popped in my mind because we're at the quarter moon and the new moon is a week from now. So I do see the end of a waiting period and energies moving very fast. There is also a possibility with travel. 8 of Wands is travel, and here we see the Page of Wands getting ready to take his donkey to the market and travel. So there is a possibility for that. If you applied for a position somewhere that requires travel or would require you to commute, or perhaps it's in another city, or perhaps it's just a position that requires a lot of driving around. But I do see this coming very soon. So we have the sow, planning, setting intentions, optimism. So this coming right after preserve, which was under the moon, it's saying plan for what you want. Maybe don't get your heart set on one specific job, for example. And it doesn't have to be a job. This is just, an example. But in that example, if you set your resumes out to multiple places and you're thinking there's one that you really want, perhaps you set out applications to go to different schools. It could be any kind of thing. And you think that there's one that you really want, that's exactly what you want, and you don't get that one, you may be limiting yourself from a better experience. So rather than feeling like one is better than the other, trust in the universe and instead set your intentions on what kind of environment do you want to be in, what kind of community do you want to be a part of, what kind of experiences do you want, how do you want to feel in this new situation, or after you complete this project or achieve this goal. Focus on the feeling of where you want to be rather than how you want to get there. So don't use your energy, your thought, your emotions on the how, but instead focus on exactly what you want to achieve and how that would make you feel to achieve it. That will be a better use of your personal resources at this time. So I hope that is helpful. And actually, I do want to do one more thing to help you. Just give me one moment and I'll be right back. Okay, I had set the intention to share a little ritual with you before I started reading, and I almost forgot. And then I went to my stack of spells, which is pretty hefty, and sitting right on top was the perfect ritual for this situation. So this is the Sun Moon spell. It says, light a candle that will conjure the energy you desire in your life and hold it in your hand as you say out aloud, daughters under this sun, sisters under this moon, on this day we receive our blessings. Sun God, bold and bright, moon goddess, great and good. We thank you for the days to come, harm to none, blessings to all. Then place the candle on your altar and let it burn for at least 5 minutes. When you tamp out the candle flame, visualize the blessings to come. So that goes along perfectly with what I shared about sow and focusing on how you want to feel. Trust in the great mystery that the right opportunity, situation, whatever is going on in your life right now is already on its way to you. Just focus on how you want to feel as a result of it, and don't worry about how it gets to you. All right, that is your message. I hope that it helps. Thank you so much. Best of luck to you on this creative new endeavor. Bye. Hello, pile number 2. Welcome to your reading. You chose the card Snake Spirit. Time to heal. Time to shed the skin of the old and be reborn as the new, as well as the rune Crossroads, which could be about making a choice. It can also be the feeling of indecision or being stuck. So we'll see how these energies play into the rest of your reading. All right, we have the Goat and Willow, overcoming obstacles, and the Beaver and Birch, home. Let's draw a couple from this oracle deck. All right, we have Cup of Tea, Patience, Reassessment, and Earth, Peace, Grounding. All right, let's draw some oracle cards, tarot cards. We've drawn the oracle cards. Let's draw some tarot cards. See if we can get some more information. All right. Oh, we have the Three of Pentacles. And the Crown. The King of Pentacles. And the Six of Chalices. The Three of Pentacles is a card of learning. We see here a young person who's just completed some benchmark in their journey of learning, and their teacher is giving them this lute or harp as a reward, as a symbol of this completion. The reeds and the heron are also both symbols of this learning. So perhaps you're in the process of learning your skill, your craft. It is pentacles, so something that you do, but also there's a message of learning balance. When we have the goat and willow, goats climb these rocky mountains and can balance so easily on the tiniest of ledges, these narrowest footholds, and they make it look so effortless. The willow is a symbol of mourning, often appearing on gravestones. And in Greek mythology, it said that the willow was surrounding the entrance of the underworld. And so when we combine the goat and the willow, what it's saying is there may be some setbacks or disappointments, obstacles to overcome, losses that may feel like we're suffering or we're disappointed, but we can overcome these. And don't let yourself become overwhelmed. Let the spirit of this card, of the goat and the willow, lead you to harmony. Remember that life is a balance. We can't appreciate the pleasure without experiencing the pain. So it's just like when we decide to begin a new exercise regime, we want to get fit, we want to get in shape, and you feel that burn, right? You push yourself, maybe you're sore, but before you know it, after you've done this for so many days or so many weeks, you start to notice a difference. You start to notice that you're looking toner and your clothes are fitting nicer, and maybe other people start to notice. It may not all happen in one day, but little by little it does happen. And the crone is saying that you have the willpower and the strength to overcome any obstacles that you might be experiencing. And I feel that that's what this crossroads rune is talking about. Being at a place where you may feel stuck or overwhelmed, an energy of something feeling like it's set you back or preventing you from moving forward. But with the crone, I see that you do have the strength, the willpower to move beyond this. And part of the way to do that is through balance. Sometimes we want to force the issue by overworking, and what we may need instead is to put some energy in the other areas of our life. So perhaps you're too focused in one area in your life, and Spirit wants you to know that by putting some time and energy in other areas of your life, that will help you move forward in all areas. The beaver and birch. The beaver, works hard to make this nice little home, carrying these trees, whether they're birch or other kinds of trees, across distances, swimming in the water with them to make a nice little lodge for their family. And they also, in doing so, create a whole ecosystem for other animals, ducks, amphibians, fish. They they're not only constructing it for their little loved ones, although that might be their intention, it has the effect of helping other areas, other animals, creating a whole new ecosystem. And if you have been feeling like you're wanting to just, stay at home, kind of hermit yourself, again, maybe focusing on this one thing that you're trying to accomplish, then this card is kind of nudging you to maybe consider planning a trip, some kind of, even if it's just a day trip, something to restore you and replenish you so that you can continue on your journey. Restore your strength so that you can continue to work on whatever it is that may be considered an obstacle or a challenge at the moment. The King of Pentacles is someone who knows how to navigate their world, how to create wealth and work with others, how to find resources to multiply those resources. But it's someone who does something methodically, somebody who works little by little, continuously. It's not getting everything done in one day, but building on past successes and moving forward slowly, little by little, making progress. You have here cup of tea, patience, reassessment. So again, this is about being patient with yourself and recognizing, Rome wasn't built in one day. And watching, or a boiled pot doesn't, a watched pot doesn't boil. I always switch that around. So it's all about having patience with yourself and with the situation, and understanding that whatever it is, you're going to get past it. You have the strength, you have the experience, you have the skills to get past it, and take time to reflect and be patient with yourself. Reassess whatever you need to reassess. The answer will come to you. The energy will shift. We also have earth, peace, grounding. So again, the way to ground yourself is through balance, through being present in the moment, taking time to stop and smell the roses, go outside, watch the birds, experience nature, take time to recharge your own batteries so that you're better prepared, better adept to take on whatever needs to be solved, whatever needs your attention. You'll be able to do it better if you can take time to restore and recharge. And then the last thing is, Spirit really wants you to know that, whatever this obstacle is, or this challenge, this energy that may be causing you to feel stuck or delayed, it's not a failure on your part. It's happening for a reason. And the Six of Challenges is about memory. And what Spirit wants you to remember is all the successes that you've had so far, all the skills that you've acquired, the wisdom and the strength that you have accumulated as a result of all of your successes and all of the challenges that you have overcome. and the great distance that you've already traveled, and to remember all of these wonderful things about yourself, and that you are going to make it. You are going to succeed. You will get past this challenge. But part of the reason that there is this holding pattern, maybe, or this setback, is so that you will stop and smell the roses, so that you will stop and sleep and recover and take time for yourself, so that you can be the best you, ready to handle whatever situation comes your way. It's to help bring that balance back into your life. And I do want to look for a little ritual to assist you, so give me one moment and I will be right back to do that. Okay, I did find the perfect altar spell, is what it's called, and I'm going to read the whole thing, but before I do, I just want to let you know that if you don't have all the items listed in what is laid out for you, know that when it comes to rituals and magic, it is an art that is unique to each individual, and you always have the power to use your creative license to make it your own, using whatever you have available to you. So just like all of our ancient ancestors that had different methods to heal the same kinds of ailments, whether they were physical, mental, or emotional, they used the resources that were in their area. So, the plants that they found in Scandinavia would be different than the plants that were available in Central America. So it doesn't make it any less valuable if you don't have the items listed here. In fact, I think it's more powerful if you use your own unique, creative individuality in your rituals and spells. Since we have this cup of tea here, any of your favorite cup of tea would work for this. So on a Sunday or any day you need encouragement, set aside a half hour of quiet time and brew up some willpower to help you in any creative endeavor. Light a white candle anointed with peppermint oil, and then light spicy incense. Cinnamon works well if you can get it. Take a sprig of mint, warm milk, and cinnamon sticks, and stir the milk clockwise with the mint and cinnamon in a white mug. Say aloud, herb of menthe and spicy mead, today is the day I shall succeed in every word and every deed, with harm to none, so mote it be. Quaff the cup and sit for a spell, eyes closed, envisioning your new horizons. Keep the cinnamon sticks on your altar as a symbol of the power of encouraging words. So again, you can get your favorite cup of tea, do this at the beginning of the day or the end of the evening, and you can see it doesn't have to necessarily be the same ingredients. For example, you don't have to use milk, it can be tea, and you can just stir it clockwise and say what I shared. Spend 30 minutes. And you can hear my dogs love this idea. You can spend the first 30 minutes of your day envisioning how well it will go and just trusting that everything's going to work out as it was meant to be for the highest good of yourself and everyone involved. All right, I will leave it there. Thank you so much. Best of luck to you on this journey in your life. Wishing you the best. Thank you. Bye. Hello, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. You chose the card Buffalo Spirit. The abundant universe will provide, as well as the rune Romance, which is all about love, relationships, deep emotional connections, harmony. So let's see how those energies play into the rest of your reading. All right, we have the Snail and Huckleberry. Trust in the invisible. And the Bobcat and Blackthorn. Patience. All right, let's get a couple from this oracle deck. We have Sage, Wisdom, Purification, Harmony, and Fruit, Achievements, Success. Lovely. All right, let's keep going and get some more information from your tarot cards. We have the High Priest, and 2 of Chalices, Knight of Chalices, and the Oak King. Okay, for some of you, there could be a romantic proposal on the horizon if it hasn't already taken place. I know that isn't for everyone, but we do have the Romance rune, and sometimes the High Priest can speak of traditional ceremonies, rituals like a marriage, and then also the 2 of Chalices, which is very promising for a couple and romance. The Knight of Chalices can be about a proposal specifically. And then of course we end with the Oak King, which is like the Hanged Man. So it's being in that kind of stasis, the pause period. So perhaps it's not going to happen as quickly as you want, but I do see it coming. Or perhaps it comes, but you need a moment to think about it. This is a general reading, so that is a specific message for some of you, but of course, for others, you may not be currently in a position where you might be receiving a romantic proposal of marriage or of the sorts. For others, it could be a marriage of energies. It could be a marriage of the right energy with the right idea to bring something to fruition. We do have the fruit card over here. The other reason why I think it could be something not happening as quickly as you want is we do have this snail card, which we know snails are known for moving slowly. And then we also have the bobcat and blackthorn with the word patience under it. So being patient about whether it is a romantic proposal or it's the fruition of some kind of creative project, creative energy, just knowing that it is coming, but it may take a little bit longer than you'd like for it to. The high priest is a figurehead in the community, and we see that he's drawing down the energy of the sun, blessing this water, channeling that energy to those around him, and sharing these blessings with his community for them to use in ritual. So this seems like a very special, unique ritual, but then once this water is charged, it can be used by community members for more daily type blessings, rituals, activities. So it seems like perhaps there's something that you're working on, whether it has to do specifically with spiritual matters or traditions, routines, rituals, of course, is specific to you. And as I said with the snail, there is a message of trusting in the invisible and not allowing yourself to be discouraged by there not being physical evidence of your work or desires as of yet, and trusting that it is going to come. Just as the huckleberry will bloom and produce fruit, so will your desires. They will also bloom and produce fruit, but in divine timing, and just trusting that it's going to happen, but it's going to happen in the right way at the right time. The Two of Chalices is all about harmony and two energies coming together to produce this beautiful new thing. And that's what I see is happening around you now, is there are two energies coming together, and some kind of proposal is approaching. So if it's not a romantic proposal, it is some kind of creative proposal, artistic proposal coming towards you. With sage, wisdom, purification, harmony, this is a very wise herb. And so if there is a period of seemingly pause, use that time to reflect and plan, to possibly adjust, prepare for whatever may be coming. And again, just trusting in the energies of the universe, the divine timing, and knowing that everything will come into fruition in its right time. The Oak King is about having the time to reflect and adjust, and understanding the cycles of the universe. We see the Oak King tracing the infinity symbol on the ground because he has an understanding that there are ebbs and flows and there are cycles of energy. There are sometimes external energies, external forces that have influence over us and our ability to get things done. And so for whatever reason, there could be something that you're waiting on in order to move forward in whatever this is that you're currently pursuing. And that is allowing you to adjust and re-evaluate things. Sage is also used for purification. And so there could be something that needs to be released before this union of energies takes place. We do also see it says harmony on this card. So there is a big message of harmony. Even the high priest is taking different elements from his environment and combining them in a harmonious way to sustain those around him. I do want to read to you the snail and the fruit card, which are from two different decks, because it's like one is the beginning of the energy and the other is the outcome of the energy, and they fall in line in perfect order. So the determined and deliberate snail carries its home on its back. While it may seem like a simple, humble creature, the spiral of its shell portends great mystery, representing the cycle of life. Like the snail, the huckleberry is sometimes associated with smallness and insignificance. A huckleberry in late 19th century slang was a person of little consequence. However, it is a powerful fruit that grows plentiful, offering life-sustaining nutrients to both humans and woodland creatures. Together, the snail and huckleberry invite an appreciation for what is beneath the surface and trust in what cannot be seen. So don't rely too heavily on physical proof. Grow quiet and observant. Allow subtle clues, even feelings and intimations to guide you. So that was the snail and huckleberry card. Trust in the invisible. Be patient. And the fruit card, which again, this is from a different deck, says, fruit is a tangible proof of an achievement. When we say that something has borne fruit, we mean it has been successful. In this way, the fruit card tells you that all your hard work has yielded a satisfying result, or is about to produce a wonderful result. Be proud of your efforts. Producing something, a project, an object, a baby, takes time, energy, and attention. And sometimes work can be invisible to others, happening behind the scenes or internally. The fruit of that labor, however, is proof that energy was invested. Recognize and honor it. Fruit also tells you that you can catch your breath for a bit. Celebrate your success. So again, there's that idea of catching your breath, maybe right before the fruit is yielded and right after. So just trust in divine timing. I do want to find a little assistance for you. Hold on one moment and I'll be right back. Okay, I did find one. I did want to point something out though before I share that, is the buffalo spirit, the abundant universe will provide, is card number 10. And in tarot, I know this is an oracle card, but in tarot, 10s are cards of completion. So whatever it is that you have already started will be completed in divine timing. So just know that that is going to happen. Part of the way to help facilitate it is to be appreciative, to put yourself in a state of gratitude, knowing that this fruit is going to be born. I did find this everyday spell. Please know you can make adjustments to fit whatever resources you have available, but I'm going to read to you exactly what it says. The time you take to restore yourself is precious. Perform a self-blessing every day. Take dried sage and aromatic lavender and tie it up in a muslin sack. Breathe in the aroma deeply 3 times, beginning at the top of your head, the crown chakra. Pass the pouch down to your feet, gently touching your other sacral chakras, throat, solar plexus, stomach, and pelvis. Then, holding the bag of herbs over your heart, speak aloud. Gone are the sorrows, illness, and woe. Here wisdom and health begin to flow. My heart is whole, joy fills my soul. Blessed be me. So this goes perfectly with the Sage card, wisdom, purification, and harmony. Absolutely amazing. And I have one more for you that I want to share. Actually, I'm gonna put this up here. This one is a money spell, Ring of Power. Most people don't realize that the classic charm bracelet is decorated with magical symbols representing the wearer's wishes. For wealth, wear a Roman coin on your bracelet. For love, try a heart. For protection, a pure silver ring worn on the right pinky has the greatest magical power, especially when engraved with your birth sign or astrological glyph and the sacred pentagram. To instill the ring with protective power, clasp it over your heart and call out, Ring of Power, shield and encircle me, blessed be. So of course, anything that you wear, you can use. It doesn't have to be a silver ring or a charm. It can be a necklace or earrings. You can hold them over your heart and put yourself in a place of gratitude with that fruit that you know is going to be born in divine timing, and see how that helps to manifest what you desire, whether it's a union of love or a union of energies that help to bring into creation the fruit of your creativity. How wonderful. That is your message. I hope that it helps. And if you enjoyed this reading, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, which lets you know more videos have been uploaded, and it lets me know the messages are resonating. Best wishes to you and congratulations, because I know that whatever it is your heart desires, it is coming to you. Thank you. Bye.